Game's underway here, Manchester City having kicked off. Two changes for the Swans today. Lucas Fabianski plays in goal. Federico Fernandez plays with Jordi Amat in central defence. Ki Sung-young comes in for Jordan Ferry, who's disappointed recently. And leading the line today is Luciano Vietto. Several changes for Manchester City. Nicolas Otamendi plays with Vincent Kompany in central defence. Ilkay Gundogan comes in for Nabil Fekir, who's not played well lately. And at the point of attack, just one lone striker. And now he's looking for some support. Yaya Toure tries the through pass. And that was a very well-timed tackle. Tabanu. Sung-young Ki. Well, this attack got a bit of menace to it. It's a free kick, and that's all it is. The referee is keeping his cards in his pocket. Aurier. It was a draw when these two teams met earlier in the season, so I don't think there's much between them now, is there?
Jotong! It's in! It's a great start for them. A wonderful goal. And we'll now have to see whether that will change both managers' approach to this game.
You've got to admire the way he placed the ball into the bottom corner of the net.
But the goalkeeper was in a decent position, but he was helpless to stop that one going in.
Manchester City in front.
42, Yaya Toure.
Now they've got a chance in this part of the pitch. And in goes the cross. Well, the ball deserved perhaps a better response from his teammate. And shoots! Poor effort, too high. Nolito. Trying to stretch the opposition using the wider areas here. Patience is the name of the game at the moment. Made the challenge well. And now they've lost it and could be caught having to hurry back. Sung-young Ki. Jefferson Montero. That's the way to win the ball back. Good defending. On the back of the 2015-2016 season when Chelsea really did underachieve, it's going along the same lines again.
Well, I had them down as title challengers. I can't believe where they are at this stage in the season, and I just don't think they're going to recover now.
Trying to find an opening, not panicking. And here's the shot. It's bounced back into play from the bar. Tabanu. There's going to be a throw-in after that tackle. Here's a chance to attack. Doing well to keep the ball. Trying to thread it through here. Good challenge. That would be a throw. Vietto. Jefferson Montero. Oh, poor chap, it's an own goal. It is level. Both sides have scored here now. Rushing it here. Moving from one side to the other. And now the shot. Great shot to put them in front. They have taken the lead. A goal there to really savour for all of us watching.
Oh, that's a lovely poacher's goal. Johnny on the spot to tap it home.
And we restart the game 2-1. Gylfi Sigurdsson. lot of defenders between them and the goal, but they still got the ball. Yaya Toure intervenes. Good pass, getting it forward. It was good play until they got that challenge in. Federico Fernandez. And it is Manchester City in the driving seat at the moment, but the opposition doing their best to try and push them out of that seat. City lead with half-time approaching. Shot on! That's great hands from the goalkeeper to make that kind of save. Won it back with an interception. He's coming forward with some danger. Vieto. The players haven't put the ball out, they're playing on, but the referee said no. He's worried about the player and he's stopped the game. While the injured player has gone off, we're going to get the game restarted with a drop ball. 3 minutes, that's what's going to be played for added time.
3 minutes added time.
Well, whistle's gone. Free kick. The referee has shown the player a yellow card.
Yeah, that player's just got to be careful now.
Patience is the name of the game at the moment. Great technique. Shots on here. Tight margin. Half-time now. And this is the start of the second half. Gylfi Sigurdsson. Jack Cork. Well, that looked promising, but he's been stopped. Now they've got a chance in this part of the pitch. Well, they passed their way up into a good position here, and then just lost the concentration, lost the ball as well, and they've got to work hard to try and get it back. Comes in strongly. Slide rule pass there. He's got his shot off now. So, great chance. Oh, what a fine goal. They lead by 2 now. They'll feel a little bit more comfortable, and they're good value for this advantage at the moment. The side that has the form, and indeed you would think the better players are doing well at the moment. They've got a goal, and they're beginning to boss proceedings.
Yeah, they're moving the ball about better, Martin. Certainly getting good delivery in from those wide areas. The much stronger side.
Makes the challenge here. Aubameyang. Looking to get the ball forward here. Manchester City. And now the shot. He's blocked that well. That's great defending there, stopping that attack. We've had 8 shots, 3 on target for Manchester City.
Well, this manager will be thinking about going into the transfer market if this carries on. So wasteful.
Nicolas Otamendi. We've reached the hour mark. Half an hour to go. And they've cut it out. Sung Young Ki. And now a throw-in.
Substitution plus 1.
Well, this attack has got a bit of menace to it. Nowhere near the goal, actually. And shoots! Oh, this is it! Another goal-scoring moment from a serial scorer, Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. So Manchester City score here.
Well, the keeper quite rightly asking one or two questions of his defenders, who didn't react as quickly as the goal scorer.
4-1 is the scoreline. Jordan Ferry. Kyle Norton. Amat. Gylfi Sigurdsson. Vieto. Looking down at the Swansea bench, there's going to be a substitute brought on. Strong challenge. Aubameyang. Good defending. 20 minutes of the 90 still to play. And carrying the ball forward, it's the Manchester City. What news we're hearing today, and there's a lot of transfer speculation going on. İlkay Gündoğan could be making a move. He might, Alan, be on his way to Barcelona.
Yeah, and I think if they do offer about £55 million, as reported, I think that's going to be accepted.
Promising build-up until that challenge. It's with Toure. That's cut out. There's some potential in this move. And now they've got the chance to push forward from this deepish position. Amat. Well, he's threaded the path through neatly. Shot on! He's made the save. Well, they were in front at half-time. They're still in front, Manchester City, and they should be in front when the final whistle goes. Brilliant technique in the tackle. Jefferson Montero. Jack Cork. Ferry. Throw in now.
Substitution for Swansea City coming off the
Jefferson Montero.
Number 17, Nadeem Howard.
Well, they're building steadily here, working away.
Number 12.
Well, the attack, which looked so promising, has now been stopped in its tracks, and now it's about defending. Well, they're in a good position here. Well, they've been thwarted here. That's a sign of better things to come. Gylfi Sigurdsson. Well, he's put it in quickly, but not accurately, and defended comfortably. Aurier. Yaya Toure. On the attack here.
The fourth official has indicated
2 more minutes to be
there will
played
be a
then,
minimum
added
of
time.
2 minutes of
He's
added
got the
time.
ball away from him with the tackle. Nicely. Now the shot! I think he rushed his shot there, and that's why it's so wide of the mark. Manchester City.
Arsenal 2, Southampton 2. Crystal Palace 2, Manchester United 1. Swansea City 1, Manchester City 4. Tottenham Hotspur 2, Everton 1. Let's have a look at what those results mean for tonight's league tables. At the top of the table remain Manchester United with 49 points. In second, Tottenham Hotspur with 46 points. In third, Liverpool with 43 points, with a game in hand on the team above. In fourth, climbing the table, are Arsenal with 42 points. In fifth and falling are Swansea City with 41 points. In sixth, Watford with 34 points, with a game in hand on the team above. In seventh, Stoke City with 32 points. In eighth, Everton with 31 points. Bottom of the table, Norwich City with 14 points. And then reading up the table, second bottom, West Ham United with 17 points, but only behind on goal difference. Third bottom, Newcastle United with 17 points. Fourth bottom, Burnley with 19 points. Fifth bottom, Sunderland with 24 points.
Manchester City, more than useful at the moment, and they're hoping to get another victory here. They played very well last time out in that away victory against Swansea City.
Superb 4-1 win, but I just don't think they're going to do the same here. I think they'll get a draw. His teammates will thank him for that.
Simpson. Read the play well to intercept. And it's gone out for a throw. I don't think there's any doubt now that we're going to have a fight to the finish here. A really exciting end to the season.
I think any neutral loves to see it. I mean, it's nerve-shredding for the teams involved. You can't make a mistake at this stage because it might just cost you dearly.
Here's Mangala. Aurier. Here's Renato Sanchez. Clichy. Now it goes into the wider areas where they've got a winger waiting. Challenges for the ball. On to the attack now. The shot's on! Great work by the goalkeeper. The ball is his and he's made sure he's protected it. And here's the shot. What a fine save. Manchester City have a corner. And he's up for the header. And that will clear the danger. And it will be their throw. Aurier. Tackle goes in. Strong, fair challenge, balls out for a throw though. Christian Fuchs. Gökhan Inler.
Oh, he's good at cutting those passes out in that middle of the park.
Oh, can you believe it? It is a penalty. Because Otamendi gets a booking here. Penalty put away. So the first goal is 1-0. Aurier. Manchester City are on the attack now. Just working away to try and find an opening. They're passing so well out there. They need to try and get the ball back now. After that draw, which was very, very well contested earlier in the season, the visiting team will come here hoping at least to be able to do the same again, but this is a hard place to win at, isn't it?
Yeah, it is, and the crowd make it difficult for you. They're tight to the pit.
It's easy here for the keeper. Good control under pressure. Some options now for the pass. Shots on here, and heads it towards goal. Goal! They lead by 2 now. Took the chance nicely, and that really has given them much more of a basis for the rest of this match. Just widen the margin here to 2-0. Clichy. Goal kick to come. Here's Renato Sanchez. And carrying the ball forward, it's the Manchester City. And now the shot!
Lolito! Away from the opposition, and then suddenly totally out of control.
But completely lost his head, and he's just slashed at the ball and completely miscued it. What a miss.
Looking to get the ball forward here.
And shoots!
Well, what would you say to him if you were the manager? He's missed again.
Well, I think he's as disappointed for his teammates as he is for himself here, because he knows his side needed that.
Ball played to Mendy. Oh, he spotted the pass and cut it out. Stopped the game for the free kick. Manchester City are the side trailing here despite having more possession. Look at those stats.
Yeah, it's quite incredible, really. They've dominated possession and dominated the match, but doesn't show for anything.
Well, there's going to be 3 minutes added on.
There will be a minimum of 3 minutes.
Renato Sanchez.
Added time.
A lot of defenders between them and the goal, but they still got the ball.
The shot's on!
Great reach and a great catch by the goalkeeper. Little headed pass then, and a shrewd one.
Shot's on!
He's made the save. And the referee is blown for half. It's going to be a double substitution. Ball played to Mendy. Spotted well by the defender, cut it out. Good defending. Simpson. He's got his tackle in. The ball's gone out now. On the transfer front, a confirmed deal. Vincent Kompany has moved to Barcelona.
Well, about 20 million quid, we read, and if that's so, I think we've got a bargain.
Will be a free kick.
Substitution for Leicester City coming off the pitch. Number 33, Rokan Engler, coming onto the pitch.
And he shoots from the free kick. That's a magnificent try and very close to getting a magnificent free kick goal.
Yeah, he got plenty of power and dip on it, didn't he?
They spread it out wide here. Chance to get some width into this attack. And now they've lost it and could be caught having to hurry back. He made that look like a poor pass with a very good interception. Spotted that well and intercepted. Manchester City are on the attack now. Tackle goes in. Oh, the possession squandered in a good position. And now they've got to get back. Patience is the name of the game at the moment. Well, they've been thwarted here. That's a sign of better things to come. Leicester ready to make this change. Just a little nudge to nudge you in the direction of what's coming up on EA Sports for you. Our coverage of the Premier League fixture. Free kick against Manchester City. Aubameyang. Crisp defending there. What we've got for Leicester is a substitution. Lopez. Mendy. Looking to get the ball forward here. Manchester City. Christian Fuchs. 20 minutes now remaining. They'll need to try and get the ball back now. looking well here. Well, Leicester City have got something to hang on to here. Alan.
Well, I know in some parts of the world they call this tactic lock-up shot. We know it more as parking the bus, but it's the same end result. Just try and see this one out defensively.
So we'll restart with a throw-in. Quick into the tackle, and the result is going to be a throw. Decision is a throw. It's a fair tackle. Good anticipation by the... Oh, that's great work by the goalkeeper. We've got 10 minutes left on the clock. Danny Simpson. Looking ahead, Alan, Manchester City's next game.
Yeah, they're playing Spurs in the next match. And they're not in the best of form, and I think it will be difficult.
They're really working the opposition around with this passing. They can't get near it.
No, they can't. They're having to do a lot of chasing. They're just wearing them out.
Good challenge. Aubameyang. Looking good, this move. They can get one back now. And the goalkeeper with a textbook save keeps the ball in his grasp.
Number 28 has been approved.
And then with a challenge. 3 minutes, that's what's going to be played for added time. Taken quickly. Excellent interception. There we are.
Crystal Palace 1, Swansea City 0. Leeds United 2, Burnley 3. Leicester City 2, Manchester City 0. Manchester United 1, Arsenal 2. Norwich City 1, Newcastle United 3. Southampton 0, Liverpool 0. Stoke City 2, Watford 1. West Ham United 1, Tottenham Hotspur 0. So what do those results mean to the league table? At the top of the table remain Manchester United with 49 points. In second, Tottenham Hotspur with 46 points. In third, rising up the table, are Arsenal with 45 points. In fourth, moving down, are Liverpool with 44 points, with a game in hand on the team above. In fifth, Swansea City with 41 points. In sixth, climbing the table...
Manchester City looking for some reaction after that away loss in their last game against Leicester City.
Well, they did. They started poorly, never got going, and eventually lost 2-0. But looking at them, just the body language before the match, I can't see any improvement. I think they're going to lose here.
Dele Alli. Eric Lamela. What we've got here is a chance for the home team to do the double over their opponents today, Alan.
Yeah, they made a statement, Martin, didn't they, with that earlier win on away territory, and it was a really good performance.
And now he's looking for some support. Opportunity to cross it now. Played into the middle. They cope with it well defensively. Really strong tackle, and the ball's gone out for a throw. Aurier. It goes out wide again. Tackle goes in. Jan Vertonghen. Rose. They could have got through there, but the defender was absolutely on top of his game. Clichy. Aubameyang. Aurier. And carrying the ball forward, it's the Manchester City. That certainly helps the goalkeeper and those in the middle to stop the cross like that. Manchester City get given the corner here. Aubameyang! On the aerial battle, but didn't get a goal to show for it.
Well, we've seen plenty of headed goals from this lad, but couldn't add to the collection there.
Here's Ali. Spurs get the referee's advantage. He'll need to try and get the ball back now. Into the attacking third. Well, he needed to time that tackle well. It's cost a corner. Could have been worse if he got it wrong. Oh, well played, the referee. He's gone back to the offence that deserved the booking. He didn't want to stop the play at the time, and he's quite entitled to do what he's doing here.
Yeah, I think we all thought he was going to go back, but good to see advantage being played.
Nicolas Otamendi. Strong challenge. He's got his tackle in, and the ball's gone out now. Aurier. Manchester City are on the attack now. Patience is the name of the game at the moment. What a fine save. And it's out of play. Well, no delay here. It will be fair throw. That's a wasted throw. He's given it straight to the opposition. Looking to get the ball forward here. Manchester City. He went in well. And in goes the cross. Well, the ball deserved perhaps a better response from his teammates in the middle. The defender got there first, though. Tottenham Hotspur have won the ball back well. He's coming forward with some danger. Oh, the possession squandered in a good position. And now they've got to get back. Comes in with a tackle. Jan Vertonghen. Eriksson. Janssen. The work rate here is absolutely incredible.
His manager must absolutely love him, the work rate he gets through.
It's a passing game, and my word, they're passing it well here. It's a poor cross, not well hit at all. Dealt with by the defending side. Good position. They've worked this attack very well into quite a dangerous position now. Nolito! Good stop. Oh, Manchester City have got a penalty here. Yes, it is red.
Well, sometimes as a ref you simply have no choice, and that was one of those times.
Sliding in and taking his part in the game into a dangerous territory, really.
Yeah, I think so, and it was a poor tackle. It was badly timed.
Oh, he saved it!
Well, he's guessed the right way, and two strong hands to the ball. Brilliant.
That'll be a throw. The shot's on! And the goalkeeper with a textbook save keeps the ball in his grasp. Dele Alli. Good forward play from them. For Arnautovic. And the decision for the added time is 3 minutes.
3 minutes of added time.
So it's half-time and we're still...
No surprise there, the manager bringing him off. He got one yellow and a second wasn't too far away.
Well, this attack has got a bit of menace to it. Probing away, trying to find room for a shot maybe. Well, they've wasted that crossing position, haven't they? Easily cleared. Tackle here. And that'll be a throw. And carrying the ball forward, it's the Manchester City. He could lay it off to the supporting player. Here's Ali. Aurier.
Shot on! Well, no scraps for the attackers to feed on from the goalkeeper that time. Hung on to the ball well.
On EA Sports very soon, the Champions Cup fixture, Manchester City, they'll be hosting Barcelona.
Yeah, high quality fixture this one. There won't be much quarter given.
He has been pressed there to running the ball out of play.
Number 30, coming onto the pitch.
Aurier.
Number 7,
Oh, he's through. Excellent interception. Manchester...
Oh, he could be in. And now the shot!
Hit well, not quite well enough. It's still level in the match. Kevin De Bruyne. Towards Aubameyang. Janssen. Here's a chance to attack.
This with a chance to go into the lead now.
Just needed to settle on the ball before striking the shot. Aurier. Turning out to be a dream performance from this chap so far, Alan.
Yeah, he's dominating things, isn't he? He's really vocal down there, demanding the ball, and his teammates only too willing to give it to him.
Another turnover in play here with that interception. Substitution for Spurs coming up. Just a quick check on the clock, and there are 20 minutes to go. Good challenge here.
Substitution for Manchester City coming off the pitch. 27.
Attacking well here. Dembele. Janssen. Danny Rose. Renato Sanchez.
Real chance. Goodness me, it's hit the post.
Just working away to try and find an opening. Good through pass. Well, he's pressed him there to running the ball out of play. attacking now. This could be a chance. And here's the shot. What a goal! What a time to get it! This is a competition famed for its late goals. And we may well have witnessed a really important one here. They are in front and very little time to go. Tight against the touchline. Pretty clear that he was going to end up with a throw-in. And now he's looking for some support. Aubameyang! Get the equaliser. No, it's offside. And it looks as though they might be in to score. Still 7 minutes left on the clock. Son. It's Tottenham who are going to make the change. Makes the challenge here. Really strong tackle, and the ball's gone out for a throw. The noise levels have gone up even more, and the scenario remains the same, the one-goal lead, and we're into the last 10 minutes.
By the way things are shaping up, it looks like the home team are going to see out this lead, but still a chance for things to change.
Lamela! Wonderful finish. It's another chance, and another goal for a team that's really dominating this match. And they are the better side, and now the scoreline absolutely shows that. Trying the dink pass, he likes that, but it didn't come for him then. The added time will amount to 3 minutes at least. Spotted well by the defender, cut it out. Well, this attack got a bit of menace to it. Well, space to get the cross in. Lamela! The shot gets blocked. Oh, well, it wasn't such a...
Manchester United 2, Norwich City 1. Newcastle United 0, Leicester City 2. Southampton 3, Leeds United 0. Tottenham Hotspur 2, Manchester City 0. So what do those results mean to the league table? At the top of the table remain Manchester United with 52 points. In second, rising up the table, are Tottenham Hotspur with 49 points. In third and falling are Arsenal with 48 points. In fourth, moving down, are Liverpool with 47 points, with a game in hand on the team above. In fifth, Swansea City with 44 points. In sixth, Stoke City with 35 points, with a game in hand on the team above. In seventh, Watford with 34 points. In eighth, Everton with 34 points, but only behind on goal difference. Bottom of the table, Norwich City with 14 points. And then reading up the table, second bottom, Newcastle United with 20 points. Third bottom, West Ham United with 21 points. Fourth bottom, Burnley with 23 points. Fifth bottom, Sunderland with 25 points, but only behind on goal difference.
Agora não dá, mano.
Well, it's the knockout stage in the Champions Cup, the round of 16. It really hots up from here on in.
Well, it does, and this is where your better players would hope to step forward and really lead from the front.
And today, it's Manchester City against Barcelona. Luis Suarez.
Estava a precisar de treinador.
Javier Mascherano. Good forward play from them. Jordi Alba. It goes out wide again. Not a good challenge by the defender. Mascherano plays it straight to the opposition. Oh, good through ball. Shot off! Javier Mascherano. Jordi Alba. Out of play for a throw. Well, we know this team want a cup run, and the manager in particular, I think he's a bit under pressure to get a cup run, and he's trying to get under the skin of his own players to get the right sort of positivity into this early match in the competition.
I think some players will take that on board and use it as a positive. Others...
Well, he could be in. Luis Suarez! He's kept it out. Barcelona's corner. Came in with the challenge and the ball broke free. Trying to find an opening. Not panicking. And that's a turnover in play. Cut out by Sergio Busquets. He's read that, hasn't he, and made the intercept. Foul by the Manchester City player. Jordi Alba. Sergio Busquets. And he gives it back to him. Probing away, trying to find room for a shot maybe. Good challenge here. Oh, the possession squandered in a good position. And now they've got to get back. Piqué puts out a... He wants to play on the shoulder of the last defender. He's just got to get it right. It's all about timing.
Manager won't be too happy with that.
And the attacking now coming from Barcelona. Very good challenge. Well, they're building steadily here, working away. Really trying to use the full width of the pitch here to make some progress. That looked very good indeed, but the move has broken down. Silva. Superb individual skill.
Oh, see you later.
It's Mascherano getting well forward. Through pass. Spaced across the ball now. In quickly. Nolito. Good defending. Shots on here. The shot gets blocked. Here's Mangala. Now they've got a chance in this part of the pitch. The referee had a good look at that, decided it's just a throw after the tackle. That's a wasted throw, he's given it straight to the opposition. Aurier. Promising build-up until that challenge. Now Sergi Samper. Luis Suarez. Got the tackle in. Aubameyang. Good position. They've worked this attack very well into quite a dangerous position now. And in goes the cross. Well, they've wasted that crossing position, haven't they? Easily cleared. Clichy. Silva. Great interception. Javier Mascherano. The referee has decided to add on 2 minutes. Trying to find Suarez. No, it didn't cause too much confusion, that cross in the end. Silva. Well, we're halfway through.
Substitution for FC
Barcelona are going to make this change. Teams lined up, ready to go for the second half of this Champions Cup match for a place in the quarter-finals.
A little bit tense at times, a bit tactical in the first half. Might open up now.
Clichy. Not rushing it here. Moving from one side to the other. Came in with a challenge. Silva.
Oh, they gave it straight to him, didn't they?
Coming up on EA Sports, it's an FA Cup fixture. Manchester City, they'll be facing Spurs away from home.
Yeah, it's got a good feel about it, that one. Look forward to joining you in the gantry for it.
Looking down at that bench, Barcelona want to make a change now. Well, we can catch up with the details of that injury from our man Jeff Shreves. Jeff.
Yes, he went over on his... and shoots! Working hard to try and get the goal that will put them into the lead.
Piqué. Neymar. Well, we've got a free kick here. The referee points for it. And now Messi.
Into the attacking third. Comes in strongly. Doing well to keep the ball.
Jordi Alba with a cross. And he's put it in quickly, but... not accurately and defended comfortably. Silva. Aubameyang. Sergio Busquets. Trying to find an opening. Not panicking. This looks dangerous from Messi. Chance to get the ball in the box. Oh, it's a poor cross, not well hit at all. Dealt with by the defending side. That passing is top class. Tackle here. Well, they're in a good position here. They kept the ball, he's just dinked it past an opponent. Looking for an opening with some good controlled build-up. He goes for goal with his head.
Oh, that's great. And the wait is over. It's a fine goal. They've worked away at the opposition. And now they've got their reward. Nicely taken. And patience has paid off finally.
Well, he swung his foot at it. And he's good at these one-touch finishes. And that was as sweet as a nut.
Yeah, kept his eye on the ball, kept his head over it, and a lovely connection.
Towards Neymar. Very good passing from this team. Supporting player alongside. Neymar!
And he scores.
Oh, that's schoolboy stuff. Having just scored, they concede at the other end. Lack of concentration.
Well, the equaliser has happened. Took perhaps the opposition by surprise. But we're level again. It's what they've deserved. It is level. Both sides have scored here now. They spread it out wide here. Chance to get some width into this attack. Just over quarter of an hour left on my watch. Aubameyang. Came in with a challenge. Well, the tackle there has led to a throw. Well, this attack has got a bit of menace to it. Well, here comes the support. Aurier. Aubameyang. Piqué puts out a foot to good effect. Mesut Ozil. 1-1 here, time ticking away. Can we look ahead to their next game, Alan?
Well, Manchester City go up against Spurs. It's been a hard match out here, but certainly they haven't reached the levels they have in previous games.
7 minutes to go. Jordi Alba. Fantastic game, this, and it's going to go right down to the wire. Alex Vidal. Aubameyang looking to get the ball. He might be through.
The shot's on! What a goal! And what a time to get it! This is a competition famed for its late goals. And we may well have witnessed a really important one here. They are in front and very little time to go.
A winning goal, it seems, because we're dealing in the last few seconds of this marvellous match.
It would be a huge shock now if we saw any more action. But don't discount it.
Well, a very exciting climax to an exciting game. This could be the decider.
Well, it could be at this stage of the match. There doesn't seem much of an opportunity to come back. I think that could be decisive.
Fourth official has indicated 3 more minutes. Got the tackle in. Aubameyang. Moving forward with some danger to the opposition now they're here. Gerard Piqué gives away that free kick. The card's out for Gerard Piqué. Sliding in and taking his part in the game into a dangerous territory, really.
Yeah, I think so. It was a poor tackle. It was badly timed.
They cope with it well defensively.
Final whistle.
Champions Cup. Manchester City 2, Barcelona 1.
FA Cup football, always a thrill. 5th round tie here, and this is the action starting now. The referee blows his whistle.
As always, wonderful atmosphere in this competition and getting closer and closer to Wembley.
This is today's Tottenham Hotspur team. Hugo Lloris starts in goal. Danny Rose starts with Kieran Trippier as the wide defenders. Marko Arnautovic plays with Son.
And now the shot!
And that shot's blocked very quickly.
Well, the ball deserved perhaps a better response from his teammates in the middle. The defender got there first, though.
Makes the challenge here. Now they've got a chance in this part of the pitch. And the cross coming in. Promising build-up until that challenge. Got on the ball in midfield, well read by the player in that part of the pitch. Doing well to keep the ball. And that's good support as they build this attack.
All credit for shooting, but it wasn't a very good shot.
in strongly. Rose. Christian Eriksen. Could be dangerous.
Shot on!
Good block. Good defending. Marco Arnautovic. He's still going. Fine run, this. There goes the cross. Tries to punch it away. Crisp defending there. Dele Alli. Attacking now. And in goes the cross. Well, they've wasted that crossing position, haven't they? Easily cleared. Tottenham given the throw. Kieran Trippier. Here's a chance to attack. Nicely played through ball. The goalkeeper will get this one, no problem. Came in with the challenge and the ball broke free. Could make a chance with this tackle. Shots on here. He's blocked that well. Renato Sanchez. This is an exercise in patience as they try to get an opening.
And shoots!
That's a good block. It's gone out for a throw. That's a wasted throw. He's given it straight to the opposition. Here's Renato Sanchez. Stopped emphatically and just as well. The approach play looked very encouraging. Danny Rose. Nicolas Otamendi. Well, they're in a good position here. And the cross comes in now.
He's got his shot off now.
Nowhere near the goal, actually. Clichy. Here's Iheanacho. Toure. On the attack here. And out wide, they were in a good position until that defender acted very promptly and decisively. Kieran Trippier. Here, the challenge is a good one. Christian Eriksen. Carrying the ball forward, it's the Manchester City. Good play, but they've lost the ball now, and the opposition can get at them. Here's Iheanacho. Strong challenge. Danny Rose. Two minutes left, that's added time.
There will be a minimum of 2 minutes.
John Stones. So it's half-time and we're still waiting. So the second half now, the ball is rolling in this fifth round tie in the Emirates FA Cup.
Yeah, the first half was played at a good tempo, good pace, and you'd expect that to continue in the second half.
He's coming forward with some danger. Crisp defending there. Now it's Kelechi Iheanacho. This could be a chance.
Now the shot!
Great goal here, and it puts them into the lead. Well, this is top-class football by a top-class team, and they've got a goal to remember.
Well, as good as the move was, the finish was absolutely exquisite. Brilliant.
Manchester City
Had to wait a while to get the first goal of the game. He sensed it was coming. It's finally arrived.
Now it's Kelechi Iheanacho. Into the attacking third. And in he goes with the tackle. On the pitch, not quite wide enough for him there.
The shot's on.
The shot gets blocked. Headed down to a teammate. He's kept it out. So that means it's a corner now. And here's the header. Christian Eriksen. It's Tottenham who are going to make the change. Attacking well here.
He's had a go here.
Just a little nudge to nudge you in the direction of what's coming up on EA Sports for you. Our coverage of the Premier League fixture. Manchester City, they'll be hosting West Bromwich Albion.
Yeah, a lot of...
Shot on. Great stop.
It's a corner for Manchester City.
Toure.
Just needed to settle on the ball before striking the shot.
Substitution for Tottenham Hotspur coming off the pitch, number 26, Danilo Pereira, to be replaced by number 19,
Son.
Lucy Dembele.
Christian Eriksen. Could be dangerous. That's very good defending. And the player had nowhere to go. Well, no delay here. Filtri Boni. Nolito gets his foot in there. Kieran Trippier. Substitution for Spurs coming up. There's good progress with this attack. Lost his marker cleverly. Well, the ball deserved perhaps a better response from his teammates in the middle. The defender got there first, though. Spurs get the referee's advantage. Rushing it here, moving from one side to the other. Eriksen! Oh, off target at such a crucial moment, they could have been level.
I think the occasion got to him there. All he needed was a cool head, but couldn't supply it.
Replaced by number 6, Federico Fazio.
Good challenge. Son. Time ticking on. Just over 15 minutes to go. Free kick against Yaya Toure.
Arnautovic! Goalkeeper hangs on.
Player right at him, but he's kept the ball well. Got the tackle in. Yaya Toure. That's neatly done. They could have got through there, but the defender was absolutely on top of his game. On to the attack now. Tottenham given the throw. Moussa Dembele. We've got 8 more minutes of the 90. Well, they're in a good position here. And the cross comes in now. Throw for Tottenham. Jan Vertonghen. The Spurs fans can be very demanding. They are demanding an equaliser here.
Well, I'm not sure we're going to see it, and I don't think the players believe either, Martin.
The offside flag went up. Filtriboni. Marco Arnautovic. Nice interplay between the two of them. Here's a chance to attack. And in goes the cross. Well, the ball deserved perhaps a better response from his teammates in the middle. The defender got there first, though. Vertonghen! It's a gentle header, really, and no threat to the goalkeeper.
No, he could have saved that with his eyes closed.
Eriksson running out of time. They can still save themselves, but they're running out of opportunities. Final whistle, it's Manchester City.
The Football Association Challenge Cup. Chelsea 1, Hull City 0. Everton 2, Bradford City 0. Stoke City 2, Norwich City 1. Tottenham Hotspur 0, Manchester City 1. Southampton 0, Swansea City 3.
It's the start of the game here. Well, the referee's blown the whistle after a challenge like that. Maybe he's just putting down a marker. No hesitation. The yellow card's coming out even this early in the game.
Yeah, not even his own teammates can complain about that one, but the fact it's early does create a problem.
Came in with a challenge. It's looking good, this move. Here's Sterling. Good play, one-on-one. Good reading of the play by the defender. It was good play until they got that challenge in. Kevin De Bruyne.
He's got his shot off now.
In the post. That's great defending there, stopping that attack. And he's booted it away. And the danger is eased on his goal. Kevin De Bruyne. Now the shot! A good hit at it, but I'm afraid it was off the radar. Manchester City discuss. It's not been what they've delivered in recent years, particularly since they got greater financial backing. And those owners will be a bit worried about what's going on so far this season.
Well, I had them down as title challengers. I can't believe where they are at this stage in the season, and I just don't think they're going to recover now.
Well, stuck out a foot and cut off the pass. And shoots! That's a good save, he got a touch to that. Corner now for Manchester City. Good distance to the clearance then. West Bromwich Albion get the decision they want, or the lack of decision. It's play on, says the ref. Advantage applied. Moving forward with some danger to the opposition now they're here. The referee had a good look at that, decided it's just a throw after the tackle. Ref's gone back to deal with that earlier incident, yellow card.
He's one of my favourite refs. He doesn't miss much, this lad.
Well, that looked promising, but he's been stopped. Kevin De Bruyne. Aubameyang. Tackle here. Now they've got a chance in this part of the pitch. Shots on. Goalkeeper hangs on. Very well done with the inside of the head as well as the outside. Good pass. Trying to stretch the opposition using the wider areas here. He's got support here. Here's the shot. Deflected behind. A clear corner. Throw in here. Clichy. Here's Phillips. And that will be a free kick. On to the attack now. Confident and quality on the ball. Now it goes into the wider areas where they've got a winger waiting. Here's a chance to attack. Shots on here. Good work by the goalkeeper. Attacking team not happy about that offside call, but we can see it again here.
Well, he is quick, this lad, and he can afford to give himself another yard. I think he's got the beating of these defenders in a race.
Attacking well here.
The fourth official has indicated there will be a minimum of
That's a poor cross, not well hit at all. Dealt with by the defending side. Put them in front. Well, that's the opener. And it's been coming. Better side. You have to score when you're on top. We wondered whether they would do that, but they have done. And they've done it in fine style. That's marvellous from Manchester City's point of view. They've scored just time for them to get it before the half-time whistle goes.
I just sense that they stepped up the tempo. They knew the clock was ticking. They got the reward here.
Manchester City are in the lead. That's half-time. Well, there's going to be an alteration now, and with the team trailing, you can understand why he's going to make it. Manchester City are on the attack now. James Morrison. Callum McManaman. Excellent passing. Great interplay. I think the passing's got to carry a bit more purpose here. It might be cold going into that slide tackle, but it's certainly helpful, and it's a soft landing anyway. Not a turnover in play here with that interception. He could lay it off to the... in with a chance! Well, he had a real go.
Well, you can't knock him. He was in the right place at the right time. Just couldn't provide the finishing touch.
To be replaced by
Kevin De Bruyne. Into the attacking third. Aurier. Aubameyang.
And shoots! Goal! They lead by 2 now. Took the chance nicely. And that really has given them much more of a basis for the rest of this match.
Well, we see it again, how close it was to maybe hitting the post and staying out. But luck was with him. In it goes, it counts.
Now, I think the goalkeeper thought he got his angles covered there, but he didn't look too pleased when it rebounded in.
Restarting at 2-0. There's some potential in this move. I want to... Well, they've got a set-piece specialist, haven't they? And this might just suit him. Clichy shown a yellow card. Was that just a case of mistiming the tackle?
Oh, that is a clumsy tackle. It really is, and no question it was a foul.
We've reached the hour mark and heads it towards goal. And now the shot. Wonderful save.
To really reach out for that.
Stopped emphatically and just as well. The approach play looked very encouraging. A quick note for your diary. Make a note of this particular date. EA Sports, we've got the presentation of the Premier League fixture. Manchester City, they'll be facing Watford.
Yeah, it's got a good feel about it, that one. Look forward to joining you in the gantry for it.
Morrison. Made the challenge well. On to the attack now. Kevin De Bruyne. And the ball with West Bromwich Albion again. Brilliant technique in the tackle. What about West Brom's next match?
They're playing Leicester City in their next match. I think it'll be a tough one for them.
Looking to get the ball forward here. Manchester City. Kevin De Bruyne. He's read that, hasn't he, and made the interception, made it look easy, actually. He kept the ball, he's just dinked it past an opponent. Looking to play his teammate through. Deflected behind, a clear corner. We've got 10 minutes left on the clock. Here's Phillips. Morrison. Dawson. Well, now they've got the ball, what are they going to do with it? Kevin De Bruyne. Came in with a challenge. James McLean. Now it goes into the wider areas where they've got a winger waiting. Trying to switch on the attacking power in this situation. Renato Sanchez. Three minutes from the referee via the fourth official. That's the decision regarding added time. It's looking good, this move. And shoots! An opportunity for a side that's been struggling for much of the game. But they've shown a little bit of guts there to try and get in and make some inroads into this. Final whistle, it's Manchester City.
Chelsea 2, Newcastle United 1. Everton 1, Liverpool 0. Leeds United 1, Manchester United 2. Leicester City 0, Tottenham Hotspur 2. Manchester City 2, West Bromwich Albion 0. Norwich City 0, Crystal Palace 3. Stoke City 3, Burnley 1. Sunderland 0, Watford 0. West Ham United 1, Arsenal 2. Now let's see what effect that's had on the league standings. At the top of the table remain Manchester United with 55 points. In second, climbing the table, are Tottenham Hotspur with 52 points. In third, rising up the table, are Arsenal with 51 points. In fourth and falling are Liverpool with 50 points. In fifth, Swansea City with 47 points. In sixth, Stoke City with 39 points. In seventh, climbing the table, are Chelsea with 37 points. In eighth, rising up the table, are Everton with 37 points, but only behind.
Manchester City, a real spring in their step on the back of that home win in their previous game against West Bromwich Albion.
Good solid 2-0 victory. They all played well, but might have to settle for a draw here.
And the ball goes out for a goal kick. Here's Renato Sanchez. And carrying the ball forward, it's the Manchester City. Good defending. Jeje. Berami. Jeje. Promising build-up until that challenge. Kevin De Bruyne. Aurier. Oh, he spotted the pass and cut it out. A return ball. Patience is the name of the game at the moment. I think the referee's showing how he's going to officiate this match. It's going to be a free kick. He's not going to stand any nonsense. They cope with it well defensively. That's a very worthy effort. Just outside the post. Aurier. Kevin De Bruyne. Clichy. Now they've got a chance in this part of the pitch. Pereira. I don't think there's any doubt now that we're going to have a fight to the finish here. A really exciting end to the season.
I think any neutral loves to see it. I mean, it's nerve-shredding for the teams involved. You can't make a mistake at this stage because it might just cost you dearly.
The shot's on! Great reach and a great catch by the goalkeeper. It's with Toure. Manchester City are on the attack now. Tried to tackle here, and he's done that. Well, they've got to chase back because with the turnover in possession, they could be vulnerable. This could be a very good contest, Alan, because obviously the team that are visiting today won the reverse match, so the goalkeeper, it's his ball. Looking to get the ball forward here. Manchester City. This with a chance to go, and it's a goal. They've scored here, and they are now in the lead. He took the chance with absolute precision, Alan.
Wasn't an easy one either, that, Martin, but he made it look so.
So the first goal, it's 1-0. Nordin Amrabat. Yaya Toure. Kevin De Bruyne. Attacking well here. Berami. Good challenge. Opportunity now. Well, he scored, and it's a big moment for them in the match. They've pushed their lead now to 2 ahead. They've played well to this point, but sometimes a 2-goal lead can be a dangerous one. We'll see. You've got to admire the way he placed the ball into the bottom corner of the net.
But the goalkeeper was in a decent position, but he was helpless to stop that one going in.
Just widen the margin here to 2-0. On to the attack now. It's a good place to win the ball here. Good strong tackle. It's going to be a substitution here for the home side. Well, it's down to the referee to stop the play, and he's done that. While the injured player has gone off, we're going to get the game restarted with a drop ball. Toure. Gael Clichy. Trying to stretch the opposition, using the wider areas here. And in he goes with the tackle. It's with Toure. Clichy. Short passes, but they're keeping the ball. And they've cut it out. Tried to tackle here, and he's done that. Miguel Ángel Britos. Pereira. Three minutes, that's what's going to be played for added time. That's given away possession. Nolito towards Aubameyang. And carrying the ball forward, it's the Manchester City. Tackle goes in. And there goes the... Going to be treacherous conditions in this second half, because the rain is still coming down and the pitch is getting wetter and wetter. Jake Livermore. There's good progress with this attack. And it's a header. Wonderful goal. It's the substitute who scored. And it's a terrific effort by him and by the manager who sent him on. And we restart the game 2-1. Here's Renato Sanchez. Well, they're building steadily here, working away. Well, it's easy here for the keeper. Just a little nudge to nudge you in the direction of what's coming up on EA Sports for you. Our coverage of the Premier League fixture. It's Watford. They'll be facing Leicester City.
Yeah, I've had a lot of supporters get excited about it, and I am as well.
Manchester City are on the attack now. It was nicely worked until that point when it broke down. And now they've got to try and regain possession. Picked off that pass, and now he's got the ball and a chance to create something. Excellent interception. He's given possession away here. Looking ahead, Alan, Manchester City's next game.
Yeah, they're playing Barcelona, aren't they, in their next match in the Champions Cup, and they will be facing strong opposition. I think it'll be hard.
We've reached the hour mark. Half an hour to go. Here's Renato Sanchez. Good position. They've worked this attack very well into quite a dangerous position now. Here's Renato Sanchez. Kevin De Bruyne. Aubameyang! Just slipped at the vital moment, Alan.
Yeah. I think without doubt, Martin, the surface had a part to play there.
JJ. Jake Livermore. Just lent the ball to his mate and got it back again. They spread it out wide here. Chance to get some width into this attack. Here's Renato Sanchez. Trying to switch on the attacking power in this situation. Doing well to keep the ball. Quick shots on here.
And they have scored. And they do lead now by 2. And they've worked very hard for this. It should get them across the line at the end of the match. We'll see.
He took it with great aplomb. I'm sure getting the first goal gave him the confidence to grab the second chance here. A good look here, again, by the replay of the goal. 3-1 the scoreline as we restart the game. JJ. Decision is a throw. It was a fair tackle. Possession back with Manchester City now. Here's Iheanacho. Not rushing it here. Moving from one side to the other. And now the shot! Fine save he's made there. And he's not let the ball escape his grasp. Makes a challenge here. Here's Iheanacho looking to get the ball forward here. Manchester City. Eye-catching football, really. It just got to a stage where they actually took the eye off the ball, literally, and they've lost the ball. We've got 10 minutes left on the clock. Trying to find a way through here, probing away. Well, that was looking good, and now it's turned over, and all the potential of that attacking play is lost, and they now got to get back and try and make sure they don't concede themselves. Eliakim Mangala. Now it's Kelechi Iheanacho.
Real opening now. Oh, saved by the goalkeeper at full stretch.
Of all the decisions that are difficult to get right on a regular basis, offside probably right up there, isn't it, Alan? Right here?
Yeah, when the defence is pushing up and the players rushing through, it's such a difficult decision, but it's a good one in this case.
Pereira. Good challenge here. There's good progress with this attack.
Well, that is a free kick. And they've got a chance to really make the most of that decision.
The referee has
He's had
indicated
the goalkeeper plunged to make the
2
save.
minutes on the time.
And it's gone for a corner.
Final whistle. It's...
Liverpool 2, West Ham United 1. Swansea City 1, Sunderland 1. Watford 1, Manchester City 3. West Bromwich Albion 0, Leicester City 1. Let's have a look at what those results mean for tonight's league tables. At the top of the table remain Manchester United with 55 points, with a game in hand on the team below. In second, climbing the table, are Liverpool with 53 points. In third, moving down, are Tottenham Hotspur with 52 points, with a game in hand on the team above. In fourth and falling are Arsenal with 51 points. In fifth, Swansea City with 48 points. In sixth, Stoke City with 39 points, with a game in hand on the team above. In seventh, rising up the table, are Leicester City with 39 points, but only behind on goal difference. In eighth, moving down, are Chelsea with 37 points, with a game in hand on the team above. Bottom of the table, Norwich City with 17 points. And then reading up the table, second bottom, Newcastle United with 21 points, with a game in hand on the team above. Third bottom, West Ham United with 22 points. Fourth bottom, Burnley with 23 points. Fifth bottom, Leeds United with 25 points, with a game in hand on the team above.
It's exactly how these matches over two legs should really be, because the home team did its job in the first leg. Now they're here in the away leg. Are they good enough to hang on to the lead that they got in the first match?
I think it will be tough for them. They're strong at home here, this team, so I think defensively they're going to be right at it.
Our match today, Barcelona against Manchester City. Nicely played through ball. Manchester City are on the attack now. Well, they've got to be careful with these early challenges. The referee's penalised that one. Well, sometimes you get the benefit of a doubt early in the game, maybe not as much as happened years and years ago, but there's no messing about from the referee here. He's seen something he doesn't like, yellow card early in the game.
Yeah, I think the nature of the challenge didn't give the ref too much choice there, as much as you want to give him a warning early on.
Aurier, probing away, trying to find room for a shot maybe. It was good play until they got that challenge in. Luis Suarez. Messi takes it forward. Strong challenge. Here's Sterling. He'll feel good about that. A really strong and clean tackle. Well, they're in there challenging each other. And that pass, just subtle little clip pass in, really. They're grateful for that, to have an intervention like that and get back on the ball when they're defending so much. Tries the through pass. Slide rule pass there. That's a good challenge. Tight against the touchline. Pretty clear that it was going to end up with a throw-in. Neymar. Jordi Alba. The break maybe from Barcelona. Renato Sanchez. It's a very good interception. Luis Suarez. Through pass. Well, here comes the support. Trying to find an opening. Not panicking. He's got his shot off now. Oh, great work by the keeper. They're taking up their positions now to deal with this corner when it comes in. Luis Suarez! And it's a straightforward save.
Yeah, that was picking cherries. He saved that 100 times out of 100.
Renato Sanchez. Nicolas Otamendi. Aurier. Eliakim Mangala. Clichy. Kevin De Bruyne. They're passing so well out there. And it's Barcelona back on the ball now. Luis Suarez. Looking to get the ball forward here. Manchester City. Shots on here. Oh, well done the goalkeeper. And he's hung on to the ball. It's Messi. It'll be a throw now after the tackle. Neymar. Comes in with a tackle. Renato Sanchez. Nice return pass. Moving forward with some danger to the opposition now they're here. That's great defending there, stopping that attack. Renato Sanchez. Piqué puts out a foot to good effect. Pressed and won the ball well forward. Javier Mascherano. There's some potential in this move. Well, only 2 more minutes to be added on by the referee now. Possession in the midfield area. Jordi Alba. Well, that is half-time, and the score is... Teams lined up, ready to go for the second half of this Champions Cup match for a place in the quarter-finals.
A little bit tense at times, a bit tactical in the first half. Might open up now.
Kevin De Bruyne carrying the ball forward. It's the Manchester City. Jordi Alba. Here's Renato Sanchez. Confident and quality on the ball. And it is a Barcelona substitution we're about to see. Lionel Messi. And Barcelona on the attack. Working hard just to see maybe a sight of goal. Lionel Messi. Good strong tackle. Gone for the through pass. Well, they've been thwarted here. That's a sign of better things to come. Kevin De Bruyne. Well, they're in a good position here. We've had an hour gone here and still 30 minutes left. Possession back with Manchester City now. Trying the dinked pass, he likes that, but it didn't come up for him then. Luis Suarez. It's Messi. Lionel Messi. Crisp defending there. Barcelona get the throw. Lionel Messi just working away to try and find an opening. You can see what he was trying to do, just stretch the opposition by getting the ball out wide, but it's gone out for a throw. Aurier. And they've got their new man ready, Barcelona, to make the change. Javier Mascherano. Jordi Alba. Little piece of interplay between the two. And in he goes with the tackle. Turnover there that we didn't expect. Manchester City are on the attack now. Jordi Alba. 20 minutes now remaining. If you want an indication, these possession statistics tell you about how even this match is, Alan.
Well, I thought coming into this game it was going to be quite a close affair. Possession's certainly been that way.
A bit of pressure on the play, that's why it's gone out. Trying to stretch the opposition using the wider areas here. Well, the attack, which looked so promising, has now been stopped in its tracks. And now it's about defending. Defender to it first. It's a good way to nick the ball back. Quick thinking. Messi! Very close. Just over the top of the crossbar. Clichy. Sterling. And here comes the counter-attack. And here's the shot. Manchester City get a corner. Oh, it's still goalless here, not much time left. What about their next game, Alan?
Well, Manchester City go up against West Ham United after this. It's been a hard match out here, but certainly they haven't reached the levels they have in previous games.
Good position. They've worked this attack very well into quite a dangerous position now. Nicely played through ball. And that's a corner, Barcelona's corner. Piqué. Mesut Ozil. That's a good spot by the defender. And the referee does blow. The flag was up from the assistant. Well, there's going to be 3 minutes added on.
Well, he makes that transition happen quickly.
Could be dangerous. That looked very good indeed, but the move is broken down. Well, there it is, final whistle, and it's finished.
Champions Cup. Barcelona 0, Manchester City 0. Juventus 2, Villarreal 1.